Facebook's parent company Meta announcing that beginning January 19th, advertisers will no longer be able to target users based on sensitive categories such as race, ethnicity, political affiliation, religion, nor sexual orientation. The move is a dramatic change from the company's business model the last 17 years, although CEO Mark Zuckerberg insists that despite the changes, the company's mission remains the same.
It is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do, to reflect who we are and what we hope to build. Our mission remains the same. It's still about bringing people together. Our apps and their brands, they're not changing either. And we are still the company that designs technology around people.
All right, joining us now for some more insight on Meta's advertising strategy change is CEO of marketing consultancy agency Verisony Worldwide, Abe Casvo.
Abe, welcome back to Morning Rush. What does all that we just reported mean to the average consumer?
Well, I don't really think there's anything going to change on the advertising side. I think that advertisers are still going to be able to target audiences by location. I think what Mark Zuckerberg is talking about is not micro-targeting, which is very, very valuable to advertisers, right? So advertisers can still target audiences by location. They could still use their own consumer list to upload into Facebook and target folks. And they could also send ads to people with similar characteristics. So I think this is a good faith effort by Facebook, but it remains to be seen. I'm not sure if anything changes here.
So we know that it is big business. Advertising is big business for Facebook. I believe they get 98% of their revenue from advertising. So do you think they're going to find financial success by excluding some of these more sensitive categories in advertising?
Well, I think this is, Facebook is front-running the 2022 and anticipating 2024 elections. I think they're on the hot seat. So Mark Zuckerberg basically said that in 2019, he anticipated that the 2020 political ad spend is roughly around 0.5% of Facebook's $90 to $95 billion revenue from advertising. So I don't think that's going to hurt him much. And in terms of advertisers themselves, they're not going to change their behavior. The audience is on Facebook. They're going to stay on Facebook. And it's also the organic side of the house, the content side of the house is not going to change. So I'm not sure that this is not going to hurt Facebook at all financially.
What do you mean, Abe, when you say they're targeting the 2024 elections in terms of trying to wait this thing out?
Well, I think that right now Facebook's on the hot seat in Washington. It's on the hot seat in virtually every capital around the world because of what happened with the whistleblower. And so, Twitter in 2019 banned all political advertising. This is a way, to me, for Facebook. And again, the announcement just came out yesterday. I want to dig more into it. Mm-hmm. But this is a way for Facebook to sort of put the regulators at bay a little bit, to say, hey, we're doing something about this, but it's an incremental move. It's not a total move to remove this information and stop micro-targeting from an advertising perspective.
Window dressing.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Yeah, and so basically you're saying that all of this is being done ahead of EU regulations, and that's really what this is all about.
Absolutely. I think Facebook does a masterful job in look, a whistleblower comes out, all of a sudden Facebook's offline, right? A whistleblower comes out, and all of a sudden we're changing our name. Facebook could be a great space. It could be a force for good. But right now, the disinformation that's on the platform is very concerning, not just to politicians. It is concerning to advertisers, but advertisers aren't going to move away because there's a financial incentive to be on there.
Has this worked? You say the chattering class felt this was largely an effort to distract, and you talked about regulators. But I don't hear much from Congress. That was quite a show they put on with Frances Haugen. Since then, it seems like it's in the distant rearview mirror. So has their strategy worked, Abe?
Well, I think that Senator Klobuchar and Senator Cotton have come together the last couple of weeks, and I think that those folks are moving a little bit faster than Facebook has anticipated. Oh. So perhaps we're not hearing about some of the movement publicly, but there is a movement within Washington, not just to look at Facebook, but to look at big tech in general. The other thing this doesn't address, or I have not seen it, and maybe I missed it, but this doesn't address the Facebook audience network, meaning those ads that chase you around the internet once you visit Facebook, and you pick an interest, and then you're on another website. So I have to take a look at that and see what that means, because I'm not sure if that's included in this move by Facebook.
Abe, we're out of time, but I wanted to share some poll numbers with you, which just came out from Site X, saying that almost half of respondents polled said that the name change did nothing to change public perception. So there is that. All right, Abe Casbo, we appreciate your time this morning. It's always great seeing you.
Yeah,
thank you for having me on.
Thank you, Abe.
Of course.